Every machine is a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough.
Alright, so we got the cooler removed, the turbo removed, all sorts of fun shit. Well, a lot of this is basically due to the fact that A, cooler's cracked, leaking. But here's some interesting finds for you guys here. So we've got coolant leaking out of the hoses as to be expected. But if you look closely, well, there's crystallization with that there coolant. Yeah, we got depth contamination into the cooling system, which is taking out a lot of fun items. Also got a leak, yeah, folks, there you go, out of the oil cooler. And roughly about 2 gallons of depth was sitting there in the old cooling system. So it's been great. We got a lot of work to do here. Got old Uncle Joshy with us today, boys. Have a good day.
Failure analysis on the step injector has come up, well, it's quite negative, to be honest with you. Can't find an actual culprit to why coolant is getting into the SCR def system. I don't know.
Somebody help. I don't know why. Alright, further fun here. Okay, so fun fact, if def gets into your cooling system, it pretty much starts to eat away your oil cooler. You know, just more fun information. More fun fucking finds with old Uncle Joshy today. Just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody who reached out to me yesterday and today in reference to the 349FL that was def in the cooling system. So we are kind of readjusting fire on that one, and we're looking into the def pump. So again, I wanted to big shout out to everybody who kind of reached out to me over the last 24 hours about that. Just something for some reason I just didn't think about. Made sense. Was looking more or less at the def injector because of the obvious signs of issues, but def pump seemed to be the way to go. So big shout out. Thank you very much. All right, so more fun finds on this 349. You can look here, thermostat housing. Boop, boop. And you see some very unattractive stuff going on in here. And the regulators look like something's going serious in there as well. So it's just everything we tear into this fucking thing, we find something. So def fluid, again, does not belong in your cooling system. More you know.
Crikey, boys. The search for elusive diesel, we have finally found her. We went through multiple fueling stations, including the USA #1 fuels hot dog, apple pie, baseball, and we finally found her. And look at that, boys. We have
Close enough to a fuel tank.
Close enough to a fuel tank. Oh, it's been a glorious day. We found it. The elusive green handles.
Custom mirror mods here, thanks to a fucking Metro bus. Awesome. Look at that shit. Sprung right back into place. Fuck yeah. Way to go, International.
Shake hands with danger.
Well, boys, this guy right here really kicking my ass. And not on the customer, they've done everything and then some. My kryptonite, boys, somewhere in here. Alright, so I'm asking for help once again because I've just lost my shit. I'm putting together kind of a video that hopefully comprehensively will go over what we've been through over the last 2.5 weeks with this D4K2. Now my problem again being that it just will not hold NRS flow. It will not continue NRS flow, boost pressure, any of that when this thing tries to go through a regen. Back pressure valve closes, 90% to 100% duty cycle, and at that point NRS intake pressure just drops, goes into a vacuum. And I've done everything at this point, turbo wise, air to air has been replaced, the mixer has been replaced, until I've disconnected the DPF to validate that we don't have a back pressure issue there. Everything's been pretty much replaced in this circuit, so I'm down to, it's not an engine problem, I don't see an issue, but yeah, I'm losing it here, guys. Alright, so big shout out to this guy right here, up a trail. So he hits me up with something I was kind of thinking the issue was possibly, and if this is legit that they're sending out EGR valves with that big of a gap, well, guess what? That's going to cause a problem. So big shout out to him. Something I'm going to look into. If anybody's seen the video from last night, the DSN ticket didn't really give me any information to really help me. In my case of there being an issue within the mixer or the EGR valve, they're mostly thinking the engine is pretty much clapped, but it's not. So I appreciate the information, man. Go follow this guy. Got some clapped out 966 action going on for you guys. Battery cables and all. Look at it.